Just up the thug from Pennsylvania. Too sweet, you got to feel him. You got to feel him too sweet. You got to have in your gut. Turn it down.
So never have we had that happen. It had to happen today. It's all good.
Devil.
But we are back. Part two. Letting people trickle back in. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing re-established. And we do apologize for the technical difficulty. But we're back in this piece. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And first battle for tonight is going to be DJ Honey T versus AG da Gre8t. Go ahead and pull that folder back up. DJ Honey T said she wanted us to play Pain to Purpose. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So here we go without further ado. Okay, so judges, you should have that in there. My mic is low. Can't.
Volume on. Maybe it's.
All right. Mic check 1 2. Testing 1. Testicles. All right, so we're going to go ahead with the next one. That sounds like it's peaking. Oh, coming to the feed. Yeah. I don't know how to fix that, big bro. I feel like if I mess with it too much, it's going to sound nasty. So. How about that? Right there. Oh, you can hear great clear? Yeah. All right, so we hear you. Okay, I appreciate it. Move official, we got you. So up next, we got Mr. AG da Gre8t, his joint that he has for us tonight. Number 1 is called Welcome Back. So let's get this thing kicked off.
Yeah.
AG da Gre8t. So, judges, it is on you. I'm sorry. D-Bots first. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I thought I was in the twilight zone. That sounded like a round one beat, or whoever that was second. I'm gonna just give it to Honey T. First of all, I know you only got 60 seconds. That beat ain't going nowhere in the first 15, and the damn sure ain't going nowhere in the first 60. So Honey T got that first round easily. I love the energy. I love the transitions. It came in kind of hot. I had to turn my speakers down. I don't know if it was hot on your end, Shine. So, I try to teach producers loud is not always good. You definitely want to hear texture. So I don't know what kind of limiter or what kind of master, you put whatever you put on the master was hot as hell. But I'm giving it to Honey on that first.
Okay, MIDI Monsters.
I agree with him. Like Beatz said, this is round 2. This is supposed to be a B battle. Honey T, the dubstep and then all the elements that you brought into it. I'm with D-Bots as far as what he was saying about loud isn't always the best thing, but in this case, it actually worked out for you. AG, I just wish that you had did a little more with the sample. The drums and everything, they were cool, but I just wish there was more done with the sample.
Gotcha. Great keys.
My bad. I mean, there's nothing more to say. I kind of want to reiterate what Beatz did say. He said, y'all only got 60 seconds. I actually want to pose a question. Do we know we only have 60 seconds? Neither one of those beats sound like they were formatted for 60 seconds. So it sounds like we're just depending on our gracious host, to cut it off at 60. I'm not going to do too much on that, but yeah, this is a 60-second battle here in the second round. I think DJ Honey T did the most to win that round. So
I agree. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go off to the part 2 of this round. So DJ Honey T, what are we playing next? Are we sticking to your order, or are you gonna switch it up?
We can stick to the order.
Okay. So what we have next is Keep the Beat Going. So let's check it out. So it is back to the judges. We're gonna start with Greg Keys first.
I'm gonna start with AG da Great, Arrival. Liked your joint. I thought it had good energy. It had a crisp, clean sound. A little bit hot for my taste, but I did like that joint. One thing, AG da Great, I want you to keep an eye on is your first joint was really, really super low, and then this one was crazy, crazy loud. So in a beat battle, you want to look for consistency where you're presenting yourself like you would in a project. DJ Honey T, I just wrote fire emojis for that. Keep the beat going. This one was tough to me, but I'm gonna give this one to AG da Great.
Okay. So MIDI Monsters.
I agree with Gray. Shit. One thing for sure. AG was the one that had me rapping last time, right? It's them that had me on that same shit. But for Honey T, I like all the elements. I like that you brought in like the tribal drums, the vocal textures, and then including the club synth. But that joint AG had was a little more on my end, so I'm giving this to AG.
Okay. D-Bots.
I'm gonna go against the grain, man. I actually, even though I think that lead that Honey T had was distorted. I don't know if it was distorted on purpose, but it was definitely distorted on my end. I think transition wise and just vibe wise, her beats sound more beat battle ready out the gate. Like in the first 8 to 10 seconds, they sound like they're setting the stage for something beat battle-ish. The second beat just it ain't do nothing for me, man. It just that little weak ass synth that came in the middle of the verse ain't really just sell me. So I'm going with Honey T on that.
Okay, so that is 2 rounds out of the 3. So DJ Honey T will move to the next round. So AG da Great, you gotta keep working at it. Come back stronger. The next turn.
Is that right?
1-1.
No, they both voted for AG.
Yeah, me and Mitty got AG, and
Okay.
I think you need to go one more round. Is what I think.
Yeah, one more.
Okay. I guess what I heard was the response. The vote, I guess I switched up, so I apologize. All right,
good.
so
You still got road on the brain. It's all good.
yeah, it's been a long
we
road.
know. We know. It's like
all right, so we advance to beat number 3. So DJ Honey T, are we gonna keep the order, or are you gonna play something different?
Mood music.
Okay, so mood music it is. DJ Honey T. Okay. That's how you end it. That's how you end it. So to follow and respond, AG da Gre8t. His third joint is actually called Cold. Okay, so that was AG da Gre8t with Cold. So we're going to start this time with Great Keys first.
Appreciate it. This is an easy round. This is by far and away DJ Honey T. Shout out to AG da Gre8t. I like the sample that you use with that piano. One of the ways we know immediately that you messing with a sample, and one of the things we want to do when we use a sample is we want to play enough with the sample where it sounds like it's ours. When you come in with an out-of-tune element with a dope piano sample, I know it tells me you're just dragging things in. So I want you to, kind of look at that, work on that a little bit. But this is an easy win for DJ Honey T, in my opinion.
Okay. MIDI Monsters. Just don't forget to swallow, bro.
What'd you say? Oh. You got a line for that. No, no, I'm gonna give this to Honey T. What'd you say, Beatz?
Been eating 30 minutes. What, you got a buffet over there?
He has been eating a long time.
No, I'm giving this to Honey. I just wish AG on that last one. I just wish that the bass was in key with the pianos. Outside of that, yeah, this is going to Honey T.
All right, so we're going to bypass Beatz. We already know what he's going to say. We're going to go ahead and kick off the next group, which is Similie and Rockstar. I mean, I don't want to take away from Beatz. Beatz, you can go ahead and
No, you're doing right, because
okay.
They said enough. They said it the right way, because I'm good. My vote's Honey T. That's all I'm going to say.
Understood. All right, so congrats to DJ Honey T. Sorry, I tried to give it to you early. I apologize for mishearing what was going on. But next up is Similie and Rockstar. So we spun the wheel. Similie goes first. Rockstar, you'll be in the shoot. So Similie, what do you want us to play first? Okay. Please type it in the comments. I cannot see them. So
unpredictable.
Alrighty. So unpredictable Similie. Let's go. All right. So that is Similie with Unpredictable. So, Rockstar, what do you want us to play?
Beat battle.
Yeah, beat battle.
All right. So here we go. Beat battle.
Because it's a beat battle, it's not a song battle. There's two different battles.
Rockstar. Rockstar.
Okay. I think somebody did their homework, y'all. So we're going to start with MIDI Monsters.
Yeah, somebody actually listened. Yeah, no, so Similie, I love what you did. Love, you know what I'm saying, the Latin elements that you brought in. Love that you used like the marching band drumming in it. And the only thing I would say negative is I just wish that you had a little more elements or more change-ups to the beat. And Rockstar, man, I ain't putting nothing to Similie. Yes, sir. So yeah, no, my bad. This goes to Rockstar. I mean, the constant change-ups, like we said, somebody actually listened to what we're talking about. Every 4 bars, every 8 bars, drastic change. And we did that. So yes, I'm giving this to Rockstar.
All right. D-Bots.
Did my ears deceive me, or was I part of the damn beat?
Yeah, that is correct.
How the hell could I go against that? Hell, man, look. I agree with what Mitty said. I was waiting on something because when you choose a genre like, you know, Latino, Mexican, Spanish, whatever, you know, that's a challenge with a beat battle because you really got to make it stand out. And I was waiting on him because I know him and I've heard his production. So I was waiting, like Mitty said, I was waiting on something that was going to just be like, I was going to be like, oh my God. But I never had that oh my God moment until Rockstar's beating. I'm like, I thought I clicked on something online, like, damn, is that me talking? But besides me, the beat was dope. I agree with Mitty. Knowing that you have 60 seconds, it shortens your thought pattern as a producer when you're doing a beat battle. You have to know I got to get in and out of whatever I'm doing quicker. It's not 90 seconds. And I think that Rockstar did that. That guitar, it's hard to lose a beat battle when you have good rock guitar. It just really is. That's like the one element that takes a regular beat to just the next level with a solo, and he did it. So I'm going to get that round to Rockstar.
All right, let's close out with Gray Keys.
All right, real quick. Similie, I think the joint Unpredictable was really it was dope. But I'm actually looking for, does it evoke an emotion with me? And it didn't really move me in that way. I did like the mix on it. I didn't think it was overly but I did like the mix on it. But I'm looking for more musical elements that make sense and they're married to one another. Rockstar, I like what you did, bro. You called your shot. When you're in a beat battle and somebody asks you what your joint is called and you say, my joint is called beat battle, you got to back that up. And so I like what you did. I liked your transitions. The mix was good. Well done. This goes to Rockstar.
All right, that's all the way across. Rockstar for round 1. All right, so Similie, it's on you. You up next. What do you want me to play? I hate that I can't see it, but I can't read it.
He said
fair warning.
Yep.
Okay, so Similie, fair warning. Let's go. All right. I see you, Similie. So, Rockstar, what do you want for us to play next, sir?
Step back and observe.
Okay. Okay. Step back and observe by Rockstar. Let's go. Okay. So it is back to the judges. So this time we're going to start with Beatz.
God damn it, that's the Similie I know. That should have been the first damn beat. What the hell you doing, him? Just that's a beat battle. That was a beat battle beat. And M beat battle tested. So we know that, that's him. So I like that. The second one, man, the Karate Kid vibe just ain't rock with me. It ain't connecting. It didn't do enough. It didn't do enough for me to win that round. I like the beat. And like the sample that Rockstar played in the previous thing that said it's a beat battle, not a beat showcase. It's a difference. You're not trying to get placements right now. You're trying to kick somebody's ass with your beats. And y'all got to take that mindset. And that beat definitely wasn't no ass kicking beat. M's was that round, so I'm gonna get that round to him.
Okay. Great keys.
What I wrote down for Similie, the joint was fair warning. He understood the assignment. That's trumpet run. That took me out, bro. That was just stupid. That is a beat battle beat. I'm messing with that. It moved me. It evoked an emotion with me. Yeah, that easy win there. I will say on Rockstar, step back and observe. That's you title your stuff exactly the way it sounds, and I appreciate that about you. It had nice elements. I like the pitch being on the bases, but I'm still not feeling on that one that it was a beat battle ready beat. That would be a dope record. but not a beat battle beat. And so yeah, Similie on that one.
Okay, let's close out with MIDI Monsters.
There's really nothing that I can't say that hasn't already been said. So, yeah, I'm rocking with Similie on this one. But I will say this: Rockstar them kicks was kicking ass because I felt this shit in my ears. But yeah, this goes Similie.
All right. So round 3, Similie. What are we playing? Is he holding baby?
He say blindsided.
Okay. Yeah, he got a million kids. So, all right, blindsided by Similie. Here we go. Okay. So Rockstar, what do we have to close with, sir? Said turn it back up. All right. So let's go.
No turning back. So keep it hot, no turning back. No turning back. Rockstar.
Okay. It's tough, but it's back to the judges. We're going to start off with MIDI Monsters first.
I'm going to get this from the Similie. The drum work that I don't know if you would call it the EDM bass or whatnot, but like the precision of it, the way it kind of like almost sounds like he arped it. But what is it, Rockstar?
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that we had more elements in it, my man. Like we said before, you get 4 bars, then you get 8 bars to make a drastic change. It just didn't feel like, we got that drastic change coming. So I'm giving this to Similie.
Okay. Great keys.
So Blindsided by Similie was super dope to me. I felt that joint had dope transitions. They made sense. We talked about this before. I think Beatz coined the phrase, but yeah, like your elements have to marry one another. We can't just throw them in there and just hope it works out. So I'm gonna say Similie, he understood the assignment. I'm a little bit like that first one that you played in this. This is a 3-rounder. Did not match you. I'm almost wondering like, did somebody put somebody else's beat in the folder by mistake? Rockstar, you are a super dope producer, bro. You super dope. And bro, you need to pull up to a cookout. I don't has Rock has he been to a cookout?
Not yet. We're working on it. He's in Florida.
We need to get you to a cookout, bro. We can get a ton of artists on stuff like this, bro, and really. But it didn't have enough aggression for a beat battle, so I got him Similie.
Okay, well, I mean, we don't need to close out with bots, but we can close out with bots.
No, I'm gonna echo real quick what Gray said. I said it on the first beat. I don't know what the fuck M on. He on this whole Cuban Miami. I know he's from Florida and shit, but goddamn, I know he got
he's
some
from Miami.
Huh?
It's from Miami.
Yeah, I don't know if he's on this trumpets and Latina and Selena shit. Come on, man. I know M got some heat, but I guess he trying to save it and coast. He trying to coast to these next rounds and then bring, I don't know what up, but I do think he won this one, and I'm gonna say echo what Gray said. I think Rockstar is dope. I think he's super dope as a producer, but dope producers don't win beat battles just because you're a dope producer. Like you got to kind of follow the rules and change your style. And I'm not a beat battle type producer, but when I've done beat battles, I had to change I had to get a new identity as Beatz. And I had to present something that everybody didn't hear. And you can kind of predict where he's going when you hear his stuff. And it's not bad, it's just not good for a beat battle. So I'm going with him.
Gotcha. So M Similie with 2-1 will advance to the next round. Congratulations, Rockstar. Dope job. We just gotta figure out how to readjust and come back strong. So, all right. So, next battle we got MisFit Beatz versus ATL Beatz. So, we did the wheel spin. MisFit will go first. MisFit, what do you want us to play? You can come off mic or you can type into the chat.
I feel good. Let's go.
Okay. So, here we go. The MisFit. I feel good. That's not the Misfits. There we go. Make sure I pull up the right folder. Let's go.
Oh, good. I got you.
ATL Beatz, what do you want me to play first, my brother? You sticking to the script, or you gonna call the audible?
Sunday mornings.
Wise choice. So here we go. Sunday mornings, ATL Beatz.
ATL Production.
Okay, so before I hand it over to the judges, I just want to remind the participants, play your hottest stuff first. I would recommend it. All right, but we're going to start off with Gre8t's music first.
This was a good round. I messed with this round. MisFit, those chops, I feel good. Bro, this, when you mess with a sacred sample and you pull that into a beat battle and you execute the way you did, bro, that's what battling is. That was a battle. I'm here. I'm snapping neck and cashing checks. ATL Beatz, I think you played a dope beat, bro. It's a dope beat, but to me, that's a song. So I'm gonna get this round a MisFit.
All right, Midi Monsters.
I would have to agree with Gray. MisFit, that flip, and then it constantly changed, and then for it to just go into that one particular element, that was nuts. ATL Beatz. I also agree with Gray with this one. It's more song format than it is a beat battle beat. So I'm giving this to MisFit.
Okay, D-Bots.
Let's go with ATL Beatz. That church track ain't it, bruh. It's a battle. We ain't trying to sell no shit to Mary or Yolanda Adams. That's what that shit was. No, man. No. We warned y'all. That's not gonna cut it. So I'm gonna give it to MisFit. That's a beat for a beat battle. Energy, flips, pattern, all that shit. So I'm gonna give it to MisFit.
Okay. All right, so one round down. MisFit's up one. MisFit, what are we playing for the beginning of round two?
This time we're gonna play Let's Go to Mexico. It's in the folder this time.
It's in the folder this time. Okay. Yes, it's right there. It's not right. Let's go to Mexico. Okay. So ATL Beatz. What we playing?
Bobblehead.
Bobblehead? Okay. He said bobblehead. So let's go.
Damn it takes. You did this? You being embarrassed and not having that, seeing that, telling yourself one day. Well, hell, what can't you?
Okay. So this time we're gonna reverse the order. We're gonna start with Beatz first.
It's kind of hard. It's a hard round. Not because they were just so blazing. I think MisFit stuck with the whole beat battle transition thing, but they still have to marry each other. You can't just throw them together for the sake of having transition. Then I like ATL Beatz, right? ATL stuff. Oh man, this is a hard one. If I gotta go on transitions, because I think each one of them was kind of subpar to what they've done before. If I gotta go with transitions, I'm gonna go with MisFit. If I was going for just like a beat, I would go with ATL. But I gotta go with MisFit just because the thought that counts. This is kind of like a relationship. He thought about doing 4 different transitions in a minute, which if they would have really, really gelled, it would have been super dope. But it's more transitions than ATL. So I'm gonna give it to MisFit.
Okay, Midi Monsters.
I'm going to agree with Beatz. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with ATL with this one. I do like the fact that MisFit did the attempts with the transitions. It just didn't gel together, bit too well together. But I just wish that ATL had a little more transitions within what he was doing. But at the same time, all in all, I got to give it to ATL.
Okay. Great keys.
I'm gonna echo both of my esteemed colleagues. I was not gonna give this to MisFit until that last 10 seconds when he hit me with that bass boom. That sealed it for me. You did 3 different beats, and I will agree with my brothers that they were not exceptional fits, but you killed it with the very last transition. That's where you got me. ATL Beatz, this was a grungy beat. The energy was there. I want to caution our contestants that, the drum and bass and the EDM energy, if you're going to go into that, you got to go into that. You got to really deal with space, and you got to deal with time. We can't just go straight. And that was a dope beat. It had everything it needed except the teeth for a transition. That's the only thing I'm dinging you on, ATL Beatz. That was a dope beat battle beat also, but I'm giving this round to MisFit because of that multiple transitions.
Okay. Well, that is actually 2 rounds MisFit, 0 rounds ATL. So MisFit will move forward in the beat battle. Congrats to ATL. That second joint was hard. Sometimes, and this is just me because I'm just hosting, I'm not a judge. Sometimes you can get away with stuff if it hits hard enough, but really doesn't have much movement and change to it. So, man, that's all I'm gonna say.
That was a close round. Don't think it wasn't close though. That was super close.
That was dope. All right, so last for the night, we got Gilly, the GOAT, versus Sino Kokoro. So we did the spin. Gilly goes first. So Gilly, how do you want us to cut this up? Said Scrubs. All right, so he has made his pick. Hopefully it don't sound like TLC.
If it does, we don't own the rights to the sample.
Love is a guy
we still
that
get
is also known
We don't own the rights.
Okay. First strike. So, Sino Kokoro, what do you want us to kick you off with? Forever Last. All right, so Forever Last, Sino Kokoro, here we go.
Make it last forever.
We don't own the rights.
Okay, so back to the judges. We're going to start with MIDI Monsters first.
I don't want to do this. My God. Sai, you an asshole. All right, so Gilly, love the fact that you use no scrub. My only drawback is I wish the sample was in sync with the BPM. It kind of threw everything off. But if you had the sample in tune with the BPM, it might have had, a toss up. But Sai, what the hell, bro? I'm giving this to Sai.
All right. Great keys.
Sorry about that. Hit the mic twice. I was just gonna say, hey man, beat battling is hard. It's hard to come up with an idea and to execute it. Sometimes you come up with the best idea ever, but gotta be able to execute it. Scrubs was a great idea. And actually, I want to ask Gilly to go. Are you an MPC guy? I'm just curious. I love the idea, bro, but that he said, nah, he's not MPC. But it needed a little more. What's Bot's word? Continuity. A little more togetherness. That piano that you played with the sample is a dope idea, but it was not really in rhythm in time with it. So I love the idea, but Sai went crazy with his flip. He brought in his instrumentation. He made it make sense with the flip, and he continued Keith Sweat throughout the joint. So yeah, I got to get at the Sai.
All right, D-Bots.
Yo, the first one answered what I vote for it in the damn song when it said no. So I think it was a very lazy attempt to flip that sample. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that one. That second one though, geez, yeah, that was a great way to flip the sample. And then that little transition with that, yeah, that second transition got me. That's what won that round for whoever number 2 was. Shit, I'll be forgetting y'all name. I'm sorry.
Sai no Kokoro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Sai just for that transition. That won it for me.
Okay, so that's across the board for Sai. So, Gilly, you're up for round 2. What are we playing?
Cigar smoke.
Cigar smoke. All right, let's go. Okay. So, Sai, what's up next? He said Afro Soul Love. All right. So, let's kick it. Okay. So it is back in the judge's hands. So this time we'll start with D-Bots first.
Boy, y'all making this shit hard. I'm gonna pull a MIDI on and MIDI did this the last time, and I completely forgot what the first fucking beat was. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Just you know what? I'm gonna have to just the forfeit this vote for me. So it's gonna be on MIDI, and neither one of them really did anything worth. Just it's hard to keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So I'm gonna declare a 0 on that one for me. I'm gonna let MIDI and I'm gonna let my colleagues take that one.
Okay, great keys.
So cigar smoke for Gilly the Goat. I feel like you had good transitions here. Just to me, this was much improved over your first one. I like your bass fall offs into a tape stop. I thought that was real beat battle like. I still feel like we saving beats. And my thing is this, man. You got to get to the next round. You got to get there. Never, ever, ever save a beat. When every beat battle I've ever done, I come out like you my worst enemy.
Swinging.
I'm trying. I want to
Home
take
run every time at the plate. We don't want singles. We want a fucking home run every time at the plate.
Don't save it. Hit them as hard as you can hit them. The joint was dope, Afro Soul Love, but there were times in the beat where it struggled to have the continuity and the evoking an emotion that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna get that round to Gilly to go.
Okay, Midi Monsters.
I'm going to agree with Gray on this one. In the beginning of Gilly's, in my opinion, it was a little confusing. I just didn't know what was going on with it. But it eventually, brought itself back into a space where, it was enjoyable. Sai, I'm going to say that one was, compared to what you played thus far, that one was a disappointment, brother. So I'm going to give this to Gilly as well.
Can I add this before you say what you say, Shine? This is my personal reference. I'm not a big fan of slow joints and beat battles because to pull that off, you know how many elements you got to do to outweigh an up-tempo joint or a mid-tempo? I'm not a big fan of slow beats, R&B beats in beat battles because it's so much you got to fight against in a beat battle with a slower track. So that somebody can use that for if you go to the next round or another beat battle or whatever. I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm an R&B producer. I can make some hellified R&B. I didn't play one R&B track at every beat battle I did. I'm done.
Understood. All right, and I actually saw in the chat, Gilly the Goat says he wants to play Kaiju. So
bless you.
Let's let it rip.
Godzilla shit too.
Mute your mic.
This record ain't a record, it's a movie and shit. It's like a scene from a movie.
Creature that might stand a chance against you?
Okay. So, Kaiju. Sai, what are we playing?
Jazzy
Lullaby. All right, here we go. to the judges for their decision. So we'll start with Gray Key's music.
Man, tough round. Tough round. I'm gonna go with let's just get to it. This is the last round of the night. I'm gonna go with Gilly on this joint with the Kaju joint. I thought it was a dope flip. I think it was a just barely enough to get it. I'm gonna echo what Bot said in the last round, and that was really simple. You can do a slow joint in a beat battle, but you gotta snatch someone's soul with it. You gotta produce enough nostalgia. You gotta bring something that's familiar to us, and you gotta kill it with hard slapping drums. It's possible to do, but you are up against it if you make that attempt. It's a dope record. Jazzy was a dope record, but I think Kaju did enough, just barely, to get that round.
All right, MIDI Monsters.
I mean, I'm not to agree with Gray on this one. I don't want to be an asshole, but Kaju really turned into Godzilla Jr. It really wasn't hidden for me. But Simon, I love what you do, dog. Can't take nothing away from it. I mean, I love what Gilly does as well, but like we said in the beginning, this is a beat battle. We're not doing R&B. So if we have to give a round to anybody, I'm gonna have to give it to Gilly. Excuse me.
Okay. Mr. Tice Knits, aka D-Bots. He got his head covered up. I mean, it's already done deal. It's two votes for Gilly, which means Gilly will be moving forward. But I don't want to take the opportunity for D-Bots to say his piece before we close up for tonight.
I was hiding until somebody played some shit that's worthy tonight. God damn. This is the second round, and it was the worst night of all 3 nights, man. What the fuck? It's a beat battle. It's not a beat showcase. It's not. Oh my God. I'm zeroing that one. This was horrible, man. Like, we got to step it up, man. This is, oh my God. It's horrible. If I gotta go with one, I'm gonna go with one. He already won, so I ain't voting for neither one of y'all again. Fuck y'all in these trash ass tracks. Y'all gotta step y'all game up, man. God damn, this is horrible. I know I'm online too, so fuck y'all too, YouTube. This ain't no good beat battle. Y'all was sleep just like I was. We gotta step our game up, man. Research, get with me, get with Gray, get with MIDI. Do something that's gonna get you beat battle ready. That excuse is done. We've been doing this. This is the second round. I expect so much more from MisFit, from from all of y'all. Y'all may have won, but shit, y'all won by the halves of y'all chinny chin chin. This shit is horrible, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. And so, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. We gotta get better. We got to. It's a beat battle, not a showcase. And I felt like a lot of it was a showcase tonight. And if any of the beat battles I went to, y'all would have got booed off stage and kicked off stage. They wouldn't even play a minute of this shit. So we thankful that Shine Right plays a whole minute, because after 10 seconds on most of these beats, I tapped out. It's hard, but that's the kind of producer talk we do. It ain't time for no babies. It ain't time to get in your feelings. It's like, okay, well, look, let me step my game up. I told y'all the Jermaine Dupri story. I went to Jermaine Dupri with my hottest 7 tracks. He listened to 45 seconds total and gave me my CD back. I could have gotten my feelings. I could have been like, whatever. I came back home, and for 3 months, I didn't sell no beats. I ain't do no sessions. I got on my shit. And since that moment, I've been A1. That's what some of y'all got to do, because this shit is horrible. And I'm going to land right there.
Okay. I mean, you're hearing it directly from an industry man. So I know we don't spend a lot of time at the beginning talking about their accolades and, you know, why they actually have been selected as judges, but you're talking about folks who have, I mean, major placements, you know, Grammy nominations, platinum plaques. So they're not doing this to demean. They're not doing this to break you down or make you feel any kind of way, but it is to, you know, as we say, iron sharpens iron. So like I said, congratulations to those actually going forward. So going forward, we have DJ Honey T, M Similie, and MisFit, and Gilly the Goat going to the next round for the semis.
You motherfuckers better step it up, man.
Can I say one more thing? Just close us out
Sure.
before you close us out, Sarah. I have been in the Zoom with tons of DPU members, and we have been in there playing absolute bangers and slaps. For those of you that we were critical on, right? It's you do need to hear it, right? I have been I've gone to a beat battle and got some very, very harsh criticism. You know, you got to learn your judges. That's part of, you know, battling to understand your judges. But what I will say is it feels like many of you got into your own head. What you want to do in a battle is you want to bring high energy, slamming drums. Mitty talked about the formula, it just never fails. You want to make a change every 4 bars. You want to make a major change every 8 bars. But you do want to bring your personality to it. You know, every battle I can tell you I've ever been in, it was no doubt that you're listening to a Gre8t beat. I'm not gonna try to go be Beatz. When I produce or when I battle, I'm not Mitty, I'm Gre8t. I do feel like some of us submitted beats that weren't in keeping with your standard that I have heard from you. And that's quite a few people. I love y'all, but I know we can do better. I know we can.
And they will. And they will. They will have it stepped up and ready, because otherwise you're gonna get that tough love from D-Bots. So again, this is gonna close us out for tonight. We definitely appreciate you guys coming back in, dealing with all the technical difficulties that we had. We make sure that does not happen for the next round. It will be locked and loaded. So I'm Keith from Sunrise Productions. We've got our esteemed guests, Gre8t Music, Mitty Monsters, and D-Bots in the building. We've got our DPU family in the building. We got our DPU people out in the audience. We appreciate you, and especially some of the ones that, you know, have actually logged in for the first time. So if you haven't, make sure that you subscribe, you turn your alerts on, and keep those comments coming. We look to see you guys for the next round in a couple weeks. Peace out.